Hey folks, Phil the Bee-Man here. Today's job is supering Nucs, and I'm going to show you a little trick to how these Nucs integrate well through a queen excluder into their first empty box. These Nucs were built about 3 weeks ago. I'm really pleased with them. They look nice and even. They were 3 frames of brood and a queen middle of May, and now getting into the second week of June. They're looking great. So come on down here and we'll get to work. What I want to do is put a honey super on top of an excluder on top of the brood chamber. And so, but I also don't want that excluder to be any sort of barrier to the hives. So I'm going to shake off some brood and put it above the queen excluder to really motivate those bees to get up there a little bit. So we're just going to the middle of the hive. Looking real nice. I'm seeing lots of young pearls of larvae in the bottom there. Oh, that's a beauty. Whew. Mostly young stuff. 2, 3. Replace that with the empty combs. That'll give that queen all sorts of room to lay, reduce any swarming impulse on her part. Excluder on top. That box on top of there. And that core brood is going to have sort of quite a draw to those bees that want to look after that brood. And that'll really stretch that hive out. And by the time they realize they've been tricked into working hard, it'll be onset of the main flow, and I'll just stack the boxes up. Let's do all that again. Lovely. 1, 2. I like to shake these frames right inside the box to reduce the risk of the queen flying off somewhere. And that's how we make sure that the hive doesn't kind of get honey bound and locked down below that queen excluder. Sometimes they can kind of treat it as a bit of a lid, and that can then cause that hive to be sort of honey bound and swarmy, And whereas if you pull that brood out of there, I think that the extra space inside the brood area for the queen to lay helps her control herself. The brood above sort of stretches out the total amount of area of brood nest that hive has to cover, and between those two things, this will really keep them home and in the hive and happy and productive. That's it for today. Thanks a lot.